Having done a few videos on my recently revived Commodore PET and some of the games for it, I thought maybe we'll do a quick little video of my full-size arcade games. Unfortunately, there aren't any original ones here. They're either homebrew cabinets or repurposed cabinets or just mods. Anyway, we'll take them one at a time. Okay, first up is Red Clash. Now, I purchased this as a working game, and it does indeed work. There are a few problems with the monitor, it doesn't quite display the colours correctly, but it's perfectly playable. Interesting game this. According to Clov, this was released by Taito in 1982, and there is a flyer on Clov which shows you the different cabinet styles, and this certainly isn't any of them. However, the game itself comes up with 1981, released by Tekken International Corporation. So, I'm not really sure what this is. Fortunately, had the marquee with it, which was quite nice. But I'm fairly certain the cabinet is a homebrew. The control panel is very definitely not the original one. Look at that. That is in fact a Taito control panel. However, it all seems to work. But an interesting game none the least. Okay, next up is Space Invaders. It's actually a mini JAMMA cabinet, which I purchased as a working cabinet, but there was no board in it. It was simply monitor, PSU, isolation transformer, control panel. The control panel is actually fixed to what is a drawer which pulls out, and the JAMMA PCB fits in that drawer. And to swap PCBs over, you simply pull the drawer out, swap PCBs over. Obviously, at the moment, it's set up as Space Invaders. Quite a nice version. This is the Taito Space Invaders DX board, which has, I think, 5 different versions of the game, which is pretty smart. Let's see if we can zoom in on the actual screen there a bit. Let's have a look. There we go. I've got several other JAMMA boards which will work in it quite well. World Rally, Great 1000 Miles Rally, and there's a couple more, can't remember the days of, but yeah, it's a nice little cabinet. The screen surround and the marquee were actually my own devising. So, there we go. But yeah, great game, and the original. My Battlezone cabinet. Bought the cabinet completely empty. I think it originally had a golf game on it. Certainly that was what the control panel overlay would tend to indicate. It's got a small form factor PC in it running MAME, so it's actually running the original Battlezone game ROM. The control panel and joysticks are original Battlezone, all the way from America, and so is the marquee. The coin box door and coin mechs are originally from an Asteroids machine. It's identical to the Battlezone one. It should actually be painted black, but when I got the thing, it was completely covered in rust, and it took me ages to clean it up. But it looked so nice after it was done. I decided to leave it the bare metal, and the coin mechs actually do work. So Battlezone is my favourite arcade game of all time, and I just had to have a cabinet. We'll see if we can zoom in on the screen a bit. Okay, there we go. It should of course be a CRT, and that is in fact an old IBM flat screen 15-inch I believe monitor, but it actually renders the vector graphics quite well. I always meant to change it out for a CRT, but I never got around to doing it. Maybe we will one day. But like I said, it's pretty good. It's hard to tell the difference. There's the original control panel. Got a few extra little switches to control the PC, but other than that, it's as it was original. So there you go, that's my Battlezone cabinet. Now on this end we've got my quiz machine. Now this was originally a information kiosk from Thorpe Park. Decommissioned, and a whole load of these were sold off. Ideal for a quiz machine as it already comes with a built-in touchscreen. This has a small form factor PC in the back, which is running Windows in this case, and it's running Pub Quiz Machine 2008, so it's quite old, but it's still good fun. Lots of interesting questions and picture questions, and it's based on the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. So we'll have a look at the screen a bit closer. So there we go. Pretty basic game. Starts off with fairly simple questions. You have a timer. And score is counted up here. Sometimes it's not. It's a bit iffy, the touchscreen, but most of the time it works okay. That way you get the idea. You get, after a certain number of correct answers, you get a 50-50, and you also get a free answer. But it's quite a lot of fun. So you get pictures as well as written questions. It's quite a fun game. And every single time I play it, I do seem to come across questions I've not seen before. So there you go. So that's the quiz machine, and zoom out. There's the others. I would love to have a few more, but unlike our American cousins who have basements the size of aircraft hangars, I live in the UK and it's a relatively small house, and this is really what I've got room for. But you never know, I might be able to squeeze one more in one day perhaps.